Island is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, not only because I'm born and raised here, but Newport is this gorgeous walking town. It's right on the water. You can't go anywhere without having a spectacular view of something. Cliff Walk is one of the most popular destinations in Newport. It's a gorgeous walk that takes you along the water with all the gorgeous mansions on one side and a dramatic view of the ocean on the other. The beautiful mansions that you're gonna see here in Newport originally weren't considered mansions. These were the summer cottages of the Gilded Age, if you can imagine. But back then, these were really only meant to be lived in for a couple months out of the year. They were all modeled after European architecture. Rosecliff Mansion is one of the most beautiful. The inside of the mansion is equally as breathtaking. It really gives you a glimpse into how people lived back at the turn of the century. When you visit this place, you have to get out on the water, and the best way to do that is to jump on one of the many tour boats here in Newport. The best boat you can go out on is this really neat classic motor yacht called the Rum Runner 2. This boat was built in 1929 specifically for the purpose of running alcohol during Prohibition. Now you can go out on this boat and enjoy a cocktail and look at all of these gorgeous mansions from the waterfront. Easton's Beach is a really great place to check out because it's actually walking distance from sort of the heart of Newport. You can really just walk from Bannister's and Bowen's Wharf up and down Memorial Boulevard and you're there. So whenever I go to Easton's Beach, the reason for it is because not only do I want to go put my toes in the water, but also because they have twin lobster rolls. So it's 2 lobster rolls for a very economic price. This is definitely the place to grab them. Newport does seafood in every way you can imagine, but we're best known for our lobster rolls, for clam chowder, and for stuffies. But what's also really neat and sort of surprising is that we have a vineyard here in Newport. It's called Newport Vineyards. The restaurant is gorgeous. Everything over there is incredible. Newport, Rhode Island, definitely a place to check out if you want to go to the beaches, if you want to relax, if you want to go grab a cocktail on the water. The reason Newport was so popular is because of its location. So it's smack dab between New York and Boston. So it's always been a popular destination for that reason.
I love Providence because Providence provides that big city feel with a small, intimate camaraderie. So RISD, which is the Rhode Island School of Design, is located here right in Providence, and they have a RISD museum which is open to the public, and anyone can come and view wonderful curated masterpieces from students to alumni to some pretty historical artists. I think it's one of the best kept secrets in the New England area, specifically Rhode Island. One of my favorite places in this city is Benefit Street. Now, I have a little bit of love with supernatural tales, and Benefit Street is known to be one of the most haunted streets in America. Outside of the whole ghost culture of Benefit Street, it is a beautiful street to take a very long walk. There are a ton of historic houses, beautiful colonial houses on Benefit Street. I'd have to say one of the cooler things to do here in this city is definitely waterfire. There's not very many places that you can visit where you can go and walk around with a ton of people viewing a huge basin and river that is lit on fire, and you can walk through all of these wonderful vignettes and installations. Even when waterfire is not happening in the city, you can take a gondola ride during the spring and summer months and early fall through Water Place Park, which is gorgeous during the day because you go through our big Water Place towers and you can look up and you get all the scenery and you see a lot of the city of Providence when you take a gondola ride. My most favorite thing to do in this city is really taking advantage of our amazing restaurant scene. We have a great Italian community here in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm sure you've heard of Federal Hill, huge Italian community with amazing Italian restaurants. Sarto has great Italian fusion food, and their menu changes every season. Sarto is located in the G building, which is right downtown in Providence. And after you eat at Sarto, you can actually go up to the G rooftop and enjoy a beautiful view of the iconic Superman building and have an after-dinner cocktail. Need Donuts is probably the best donut shop in Providence and Rhode Island. They definitely have a donut for everyone's palate. I love the different communities that we have here, and especially for a visitor who's visiting our town, I can guarantee you that if you come and sit at a bar, you will meet a local who is full of knowledge about this great city.